as a decrepit father takes delight to see his active child do deeds of youth, so I, made lame by fortune's dearest spite, take all my comfort of thy worth and truth. For whether beauty, birth, or wealth, or wit, or any of these all, or more, entitled in thy parts do crowned sit, I make my love engrafted to this store. So then I am not lame, poor, nor despised, whilst that this shadow doth such substance give, that I in thy abundance am sufficed, and by a part of all thy glory live. Look what is best, that best I wish in thee, this wish I have, then 10 times happy be. That was Shakespeare. Yeah, this is Sonnet 37. So we are back to the sonnets. How I missed thee, Shakespeare. I did. I enjoyed doing Byron, but on a number of instances in this sonnet, I am reminded of not just Shakespeare's gift with theme, but with texture. A couple of these. I love the or wordplay. The for whether beauty, birth, or this, or that, or any of those, or all of those, or something else, and it just it builds in this kind of fun way. It's fun. It's playful. And then there's this line near the end that just it's so crunchy. What is it? For that this shadow doth such substance give. What is it? Yeah. Whilst that this shadow doth such substance give. That's all the ch noises, and then even in the second line, there's a cadence of D's. To see his child do deeds. It's just so fun to what he does with consonants and so yeah, I've been really enjoying coming back to this to Shakespeare. I missed it. This is an interesting one. This is kind of a good one to come in on because it kind of is unique. We haven't. This is the only sonnet that's coming to mind that he really calls himself old. He's not flattering himself here, but he is. This sounds like an older Shakespeare. This sounds like a wistful Shakespeare that sees that is, instead of talking so much about this the specifics of the beauty of the fair youth, talking about the effect that the fair youth and his beauty has on him by contrast, because of how old and far from that he is. And it got me thinking about, it is kind of interesting what psychological effects you can have on morale and through viewing someone's life vicariously and trying to live vicariously through younger relationships that you have, whether you're a parent and you have children or grandchildren, living vicariously through them, and grappling with age and what that does. It's interesting. It's interesting to think about the mind games that can be played of whether you find a second wind or you feel vitality breathed into you by witnessing young people living in the moment, and that spurs you to try to live that way when you're older, or whether you that's like the definition of a midlife crisis, right? Is you lash out in this way to try to cling to your youth and vitality by doing something like buying a motorcycle or going skydiving or something, buying a fast car or whatever it is. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. But yeah, this was Sonnet 37. I'm gonna continue with the sonnets. We're coming up on the end of the year, so this is kind of exciting. I didn't expect I did not expect this to take hold in my daily routine, in my weekly routines as much as it did. So I've been really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to continuing on and continuing on in next year, hopefully. So yeah, this was fun. Yeah, so Sonnet 38 next week.